powerful. That is, Kennedy, change it to vengeance. Instead of ordinance. Write vengeance. Now, vengeance functions through ordinance. If you look at me, I will give you a gift. Instead of feeling emotional, find out how things work and live by it. That is what is called vengeance. The lion is coming for vengeance. That is, he's going to build the church, the kingdom, by understanding how things work. Instead of crying when you're supposed to think. Instead of saying to somebody, dash me money, ask him to employ you. I don't know whether you're hearing me. I say, ask him to employ you. Say, auntie, what can I do for you to pay me? Don't tell him to give you money after church. Because the one that have future is the pay, not the begging. Is the pay, not the begging. The reason that the lion will come is because the work of God cannot end on earth with mercy. Mercy is weak. What I say? Mercy is weak. It encourages people to indulge in evil. It's after all, this is church. God will understand. And then he's wasting his time. God doesn't understand. He might not kill you. He might not kill you immediately, but he will reward it. That's how it is. That he didn't kill you immediately does not mean that the punishment is not coming to you. Am I saying something? I said that he didn't kill you immediately does not mean that the punishment is. Yes. Sometimes we say, oh God, you're merciful. He is. But he doesn't forget evil. So sometimes when there is too much of mercy in the church, people keep on misbehaving and they are in pain. Because that thing they said that God forgave, he forgive them, but they will pay for their misconduct. There is a reward for every evil, whether it is punished immediately or. There is something I was telling them the other day. I said, when you hear that God will transfer the sin of father to his children, look here. God will not punish another person for what another person did. It doesn't function through that way. What is true is that if a father of a man is an evil man, God will make sure that that evil is transferred to the boy. So that the boy will start misbehaving like his father. So that while the man is paying for his own misconduct, the boy is also paying. Not that the boy is an angel and is paying for what a man did. It's not true. Nobody dies for the sin of another person. Did you hear what I said? Jesus was born by Joseph. He had to live a different life. To be broken, foster father now, Joseph. To be broken from that root. After you have seen somebody's character, don't begin to invoke blessing on an evil character. It will not work. The character must change. Church, you see much? That is why some people are suffering. You say nobody's seeing us. This is church. That if nobody sees, does it mean that God will not still punish you? That God is merciful. You are in a prayer room there. You are in a prayer room and then you're paid as an intercessor. And then you have boldness to be sleeping. Because nobody's watching you. Why? The work that you're being paid for, are you working it? If you keep on taking stipend without working, then you're going to pay for the stipends you're taking. That's how God reasons. He might not embarrass you, but he will keep it down in your record. When he checked, they said, how many hours are you supposed to pray? And then he will say, how many hours did you pray? He will put it in your book. After count of so many years, people will be on the floor. Because they don't know that God is keeping record of their deeds. I said they don't. Nobody works hard and stay on the floor. But the art of working hard is a consciousness. That is why don't befriend complainer. Don't befriend grumblers. He said, hey, I'm a child of God. Nothing's working. I said, excuse me, go and sit down. How can something work when you didn't make it to work? Did you live like somebody that something should work for? Since this week, you have been staying in prayer room there. You have stayed in prayer room. How many times have you had burden about church growth? Make it personal. And then you came there and say, Lord, that host praying, throttle praying, have phrase scotolo. I'm not going to allow myself to be distracted in this prayer room. Something is burning in my heart. And then before prayer ends, the first batch of prayer that ends by 1, and from 9 to 1, you see vision 3 times. You're sitting there. Because your heart is devoted to that prayer. It's not for God, for yourself. It's not for me, for yourself. It's not for the church, for yourself. I used to tell people, I said, if you're working in any bank, be useful to the bank if they are paying you. Be useful to the bank that is paying you. If you're a school teacher, be useful to the school that is paying you. Don't dodge the responsibility. Because it is counting on your life. I don't know what I'm saying anything to anybody. I say it's what? It's counting. After some years, the influence will be speaking on your life. When they say this is March 14, how much have you labored? Sweat is useful for success. Very useful. Listen, sweat is sanctified. It's very precious in God's sight. Restlessness. Father, I want to add to Lucas Army. Let me add. And then somebody is looking for a way to avert work. And then God is watching. When it is time for reward, what will he reward? I said, what? What will he reward? What do you work that is rewarding you? And if you worked anything, everybody will see it in the reward. Church, is it much? Don't believe it. God will not cheat you. If nothing is showing significantly, then you're doing nothing. God will, please hear me. God will never waste his resources. There are young men that are the keeper, they say, keep on following me. They say, we are following shepherd. I say, it's not following me that matters. It's usefulness. Walking is not suffering. Being useful is not suffering. It is securing your future. Oh, I said, hard work helps you to secure your future. Somebody is. I said, all right. I said, wrath achieve more than loving forgiveness. I said, well, what? Can I tell you something? the moment that you develop sense of value, you will stop carelessness. What do I say? The developed sense of value, that you want to be useful. You want to achieve something. There is something that is great cannot be achieved without effort. So I'm sharing on wrath achieve more than loving forgiveness. Now, please, if I say this, you will like what I'm about to say. Loving forgiveness represents the Son of God. Wrath represents God. The strongest angel on earth and in heaven is the angel of anger. Those who are very bright in intelligence, the mind value, the mind achievement. I said those who are what? Those who care about value also care about achievement. Can I say it again? I said those who care about value cares. Those who care about value, they also care about achievement. If you're looking at me now, everything around you, whether they are the